YouTube. You're watching Steel City Motovlogs. I'm Derrick T. Today is Saturday, May 24th. It's about 50 degrees, 53 to be exact. And I'm coming to you headed out of the Steel City. We're on our way to Zanesville, Ohio. 3 of us. Got myself leading the pack, along with Big D behind me, along with my brother, Big Time. He's pulling up the rear today. There's just 3 of us. We're making the trip down to Zanesville, Ohio this Memorial Day weekend. We'll be there today, all day tomorrow, and we'll come back on Monday back to Pittsburgh. And the mission is the Triple Nickel. So we'll be riding the Triple Nickel out of Zanesville tomorrow. Got a nice little route planned. I'll drop it on the screen for you there. It's been really, really wet all week long, cold and wet. All right, y'all, we're back at it. Running some back roads through Winterville, Ohio. Next stop, Carrollton, Ohio. About 30 miles from here. We'll see what it brings us. Man, the weather out here is really, really deceptive, because whenever we stop, I guess I'm layered up to the point with the base layers in this jacket, where, you know, while we're riding, it feels like a really, really smart and wise decision. But when we stop and we get off and the sun is shining, it makes you almost break a sweat, and it makes you want to come out of some of it. But then when you start riding again, you realize you made the right choice by keeping it on. So I think I'll just keep it on. Anyway, 100% GPS dependent right through here. Like, to the point where if in these backcountry roads I happen to lose a signal on my phone, it's going to get really interesting. We just crossed into Salem, Ohio. It'll get really interesting. I happen to not have a GPS signal at any given point during this portion of the ride. But heck, that's what we're out here for. Just to enjoy the ride. Welcome to Middleburg, Ohio, y'all. It's funny because when we discussed the route for this trip and we said we were going to do some back roads and some highway, one of the guys in the group suggested that we pre-ride, that we actually take a look at the roads and make sure it's okay. And it was my brother who suggested, why don't we just let the roads surprise us? I'm surprised right now. I don't think I was expecting this as part of the journey, but hey, we're in it now. Ain't no turning back. But these roads right here are nowhere that I would want to be after dark. We're just really taking our time moving through here. I think they said the speed limit was like 40. Ain't no way in the world. Yep, the speed limit is 40. Oh, Lord. I missed it. We're going to have to turn around. That's the one thing about following GPS is that that's our turn right there. Back at it. That's the one thing about following GPS and looking out for turns and everything else. Right in that situation, I was looking for a stop sign or something, and it just wasn't there, and I blew right past the stop. Simultaneously, I don't know if you all can see that or not, but Waze is using an offline version of a map, so I am 100% riding blind right now. It doesn't even have a signal. I don't see if you all can see that or not without me taking my eyes off the road. Number one fear that we would get back here and I would lose my cell phone signal. That's exactly what happened, but it's back. All right. This is why we take these trips. The adventure is just being on these back roads is just all part of the fun. You discover new things, you see things you hadn't seen before. Look at all that scenery. Yep, this is me riding through areas I have never seen before and just doing the best that I can. Not a GPS route. Now that's interesting. I didn't all the way catch what that sign said, other than it said not a GPS route. That's a reason to be concerned, isn't it?
Sorry about that. I was trying to answer my phone.
Oh no, you're fine. I didn't know if I was doing it correctly or not. And everything. I thought the one thing that I was nervous about coming through this little area here was whether or not, oh shit.
Oh, wow.
Y'all watch that. I didn't even see that. Was whether or not I would get a cell signal. And for about 3 miles, I didn't have a signal, didn't know where I was going. That was why I missed that turn
I see.
back there. And then it finally came back on.
Is this Millersburg?
Like Middleburg or something like that.
Yeah, okay. Where that mansion is supposed to be?
That I do not know.
Okay.
Okay.
You good?
Yep.
Alright.
Because this says we got 13 miles on here. Wherever we stop in 13 miles is the next stop.
Alright.
All right.